look upon, they look from among people they know, people who believe in what they stand for. As deputy president, I took an oath of office to serve the whole country. That is why I spent 3 days in Luo Nyanza. I was in Siaya, I was in Homa Bay, I was in Kisumu. But that does not mean for me to look national. I get somebody who was abusing President William Ruto, saying that he is not capable, that he has no idea how to run the country, and bring him into his government so that he comes and sabotage the government from within. I am saying, once bitten, twice shy. President Uhuru Kenyatta made that mistake. Okay. He brought characters into his government who did not believe in him, who did not believe in his agenda, and in the process, they messed the whole 4 big agenda. They messed the whole Jubilee transformative agenda because they did not believe in it. William Ruto will not make that mistake. He'll embrace all Kenyans from all communities, but the people to help him manage the affairs of this country are those who believe in him, are those who believe in the bottom-up economic transformative agenda, and those who believe in his leadership. Those are the men and women from across Kenya, from all communities, that he'll assemble to help him to govern this country.
Your Excellency, just a quick one. Your Excellency, to some they say you appear to be always in a combative mode. Some say at any opportunity with the mic you lecture Kenyans. Is the truthful man a bitter man?
Kenyans, just like I said, have a right to say what they want. This is democracy. Kenyans have every right to describe character. I am a person, and you should have known me by now. I speak from my heart. I say what is in my heart. I'm a truthful man. I'm an honest man. Kenyans are not used to honesty. And many people have a problem with that. And I want to tell you, let me tell you, my brother, you people of the media, you know, demeaned me. You called me names. You drew caricatures against me. You said I'm uncatchered, I'm uncouth, I am a villager, I am all that. But on the 9th of August, the people of Kenya, 7.2 million Kenyans disagreed with you and said this man called Rigathi Gachagua, we like his style of leadership. He's a truthful, he's an honest man. We can entrust him with leadership. I accept and welcome criticism from the media, from the social media, from everybody. Well, let me tell you, nobody will ever change me. Okay. I am natural. I will never change my language. I will never change my character. I will never change the way I speak. I will always speak from my heart. Unless the people of Kenya tell me to stop. And as I go around the country, because I do, I'm everywhere, Kenyans urge me on. Yeah, they urge me on. So, but I welcome criticism from the media, social media, from columnists. They are all welcome to criticize me. And myself, I know who are my employers. I know who matters in the whole of this equation. I know my preferences. I know who matters. That person who matters to me and my leadership is the one I normally talk to, not the media. You only quote me, by the way. I normally don't address you. I address the people. I talk to Kenyans, and I have a chemistry with the Kenyan people. And I'm persuaded I'm on the right track, and I'm not going to change. I will remain a natural person.
Your Excellency, you've talked about cohesion and reaching out to members, or rather leaders from the opposition side. You've said that you invited some ODM MPs in Parliament, and later on they were de-whipped. What criteria did you use? Did you just cherry pick, or you issued the invites to everyone, including the party leader, ODM leader Raila Odinga?
We talk to those who want to talk to us. People reach out. We have talked to Jubilee. They reached us out. We said, welcome. Those ODM members of Parliament reached out to us. We said, welcome. We are willing to engage with anybody who has an idea on how we can improve our economy, on how we can make this country better, on how we can improve the living standards of our people. The doors of President William Ruto are open. My doors are open. You have seen, I embrace leaders like Honorable Kanini Kega, who used to abuse me and say that I should go to prison in Nyeri so that the locals can be bringing me uji. But I embraced him because he reached out. We are not bitter with anybody. What people mistake with bitterness is the truth. You know, many people do not want to hear the truth. When I said in Kasarani that we inherited a dilapidated economy, people thought that I'm bitter with President Uhuru Kenyatta. I was just simply being honest. When I said we got empty coffers, I was simply being honest. People mistake honesty with bitterness. Okay. We harbor no bitterness. We have come in, Jubilee people are with us, ODM people are with us. We have taken action against nobody. We have not used the criminal justice system to hunt anybody. We are open. We are saying, come, we talk, we work together. We are willing. We have no problem with anybody.
Na matamshi yako kuhusiana na kukaribisha viongozi wote na ya kwamba kama serikali ya Kenya Kwanza mko tayari kuzungumza na kiongozi kutoka upande wote, na tumeshuhudia wengi wakija pale State House ambapo wamezungumza na rais. Je, ni dalili ya handshake? Na vile vile kama Kenya Kwanza unaweza ukasema sasa hivi ya kwamba hauna machungu na wale viongozi ambao wakati wa kampeni walikuwa hawaungi mkono upande wa Kenya Kwanza?
I have no bitterness with anybody. Honorable Kanini Kega used all sorts of insults against me. He was instrumental in my problems. He's the one who was working with Uhuru Kenyatta to persecute me. But when he reached me out, I'm a leader, and the elections are over. I told Kanini Kega, come, we work together. I am willing to talk to anybody who wants to talk to us. And we are talking to many people. Some come during the day, others come at night, depending on how they look at things. I'll continue to talk to leaders at night. We'll continue to talk to leaders during the day. And those who are willing to talk to us, we are ready. President William Ruto and I are Christians. We are not faithful. We have no bitterness against anybody. All we are saying is that we must be truthful. If that truth cuts somebody, so be it. There's nothing we can do about it. You know, sometimes when we speak the truth, you think we are against so-and-so or we are bitter. We have no bitterness with anybody. We are good people. We've got a big heart. We want to embrace everybody. Let us come and build this country together.
On that bit, Mr. Deputy President, someone would argue that you people, even after you were sworn in, you said you want a strong opposition. But here today, your party, UDA, is looking for, to court MPs from ODM and Azimio and other parties, including Jubilee Party. Are you not weakening the same opposition? You said you want a strong opposition. We
are not quoting anybody, they are quoting us. What do you want us to do when they come to us? When Jubilee MPs want to see the president, he is the president of Kenya, including those Jubilee characters, he is their president. He is the father figure of this country. When they come knocking, our doors are open. We will not lock anybody out. In fact, we believe in very strong opposition. In fact, the problems of this country began with a handshake when we killed the opposition and got involved in a mongrel of a government. You don't know who is opposition and who is government. And there was no check and balance. And theft and plunder of resources started from that day. The president has recommended to the National Assembly various amendments to the Constitution to create the office of the leader of official opposition so that whoever is there has a platform, a legal platform, to go to the National Assembly funded by the state with vehicles, with support staff, with research staffers to provide effective oversight on government. We have no intention whatsoever to muscle the opposition. We actually want to strengthen the opposition. And otherwise we are saying we have no need for handshake. And by the way, there will be no handshake with anybody. If those people want to talk to us on matters development, we are ready. But them coming to join government, no. We want the opposition to remain strong. We want them to agree with our people in the National Assembly. They agree and amend the Constitution, create the office of the leader of official opposition by law so that he gets resources, so that he gets support to provide oversight of a government. A strong opposition is a good thing for any country. And we want a strong opposition.
On that bit, your new sec-gen of UDA, Clifford Malala, is on record saying that you as a party, UDA, you want other parties, affiliate parties in Kenya Kwanza to fold. Do you still hold that thought, that even ANC, the other parties, including PA, including Ford Kenya, do you still want them to fold?
That is,
Join UDA?
that is Marara's idea of making UDA as a strong party. Cleo Marara is a very energetic young leader, and I really have a lot of time for him. When President William Ruto and I and our National Executive Council decided to pick him to be the Secretary General of UDA, is because we really appreciated his qualities, his energy, his passion and vigor. And that is what we need for a party. Probably his style is a little bit different. I have discussed with him. We don't want to coerce anybody to fold up. That is not necessary. He can make an invitation for people to fold up and join UDA. They don't have to. And we are happy the way we are in Kenya Kwanza. We are happy with the existing framework. But if along the way, the constituent parties consider it desirable to fold up and join UDA, so be it. If they want to remain independent within the Kenya Kwanza framework, so be it. Okay. So it was just Malala's way of bringing energy into the party. And the president and I have told him to proceed, to market the party, to make it very vigorous, to make it very, very active. But we don't want to coerce anybody. Anybody, if ANC wants to come and fold up, fair enough. If they don't want, fair enough. We just proceed.
Okay, Excellency. Before we proceed to the next topic, which is of concern to the Kenyan people, the cost of living and the economy, which Eric will be starting us off. One final question on governance. And one of the premise upon which your government was formed, and you told the Kenyan people this is a listening government, is the aspect of the rule of law and constitutionalism. You were recently in Nakuru County in defiance of a court order. Why?
I was not in defiance of any court order because none had been served on me.
Okay, let me just cut you. This was in relation to the recalling of Peter Mwanzo, the former Nakuru County commander, who was in Nakuru County to Vigilance House. And you said you went there knowingly that these people are not going anywhere. That's what you said. I quote you verbatim. I've come here with iron sheets, food, and 10,000 for each of the family evicted. The county commander has been removed. Two quick questions there. Why did you defy a court order? And was the former county commander recalled to Vigilance House by that directive that you made in Nakuru County?
I did not defy any court order because none was served on me. You defy a court order if it has been served on you. Let me say the following. We are a country of the rule of law. We are a country that obeys court orders. There was no court order, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, why you issued with your court order?
No, I have not been issued.
You were not party though. So there were two parties in court.
Yeah, listen, let me finish.
Allow me to get the...
Yeah, I know what you are saying.
Okay.
I'm explaining.
Okay, but you are not party.
That court order did not direct the police commander to oversee the destruction of property. That court order did not direct the police commander to oversee brutal eviction of children and women. That court order called for eviction. It did not call for brutal eviction of children and women. It did not call for destruction of property. What we have told police, and I want to repeat here for the record, if there is a court order asking police to provide security for eviction, that order should be obeyed. But there is a way to obey it.
Which is the way?
I am explaining.
Okay.
You table that order before the county security intelligence team to discuss the manner of eviction. One, to ensure there is no eviction done at night. There will be no night eviction in this country as long as William Ruto is president. Why do you want to evict people at night? So that you steal their property, so that there is no accountability, you rape women, you rape children. There is nobody in this country, as long as William Ruto is president, no police officer anywhere in this country will oversee an eviction at night. That is one. That eviction was done at night. As a signal had been issued when President William Ruto came to office by the Inspector General of Police, directing all police commanders in Kenya that there shall never be a night eviction. That is why we removed him. During the night, property belonging to those poor men was stolen. Women were raped. Property was destroyed. I am Deputy President of William Ruto. I cannot sit in Nairobi when an overzealous police officer, using police officers paid by the public, using guns owned by the people by the taxpayers, using ammunition, go and oversee a brutal eviction in the middle of the night against helpless women and children. That will not happen. Number two, the police in that county committee on security and intelligence, a discussion will be arrived at on how to evict people in an orderly manner so that people are not brutalized. We have come from a government, the government that was there, the Uhuru administration, that was heartless, that brutalized its own citizens under the supervision of police. So I am saying we'll obey every court order, but within the realms of the law.
Okay.
There is no order from any court saying that the eviction should be done at night. All things that are done at night are not good things. Why can't they do it during the day when everybody can see? That is why the police commander was removed, because there was a signal, clear. And I asked the IG for that signal, and he said it to me, very clear. There is no eviction at night. Because why do you want to do it at night? What has happened in this country? In the last administration by Uhuru Kenyatta, the policemen went rogue. And they brutalized the people of Kenya. You remember what happened in Kariobangi, what happened in Ruai. Kenyans were brutalized during COVID, when there are floods, when it's raining, under the watch of policemen. I am saying that will not happen, and that is why I went to Subukia to apologize to those people that our own government, a government they elected to office on the platform of not allowing brutal evictions, had actually supervised brutal eviction against the people of Kenya.
Just on yes or no aspect, because still to quote you verbatim, you said any police commander should notify the County Security Committee and Intelligence before executing any orders for eviction. If evictions have to be done for whatever reason, even with court order, it has to be discussed by the County Security Committee. We have instructed the Attorney General to review the case. If that court order then, and the evictions as per the order happen during the day, will you defy the court order?
Nobody, the court order will be obeyed, but its implementation will be done according to our rules.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Just on that, and very briefly, before we move on to the next topic of discussion, when the Kenya Kwanza administration took over, you said that you're handing the National Police Service its own budget to make it independent. Are you confirming now that the executive still has a hand in how the National Police Service operates?
The police service, the National Police Service is independent. We have given the Inspector General financial autonomy. He is now the accounting officer.
Okay.
He needs no direction from anybody on how to work. But the government also has policies. And the Inspector General of Police has been hired by President William Ruto. President William Ruto has a manifesto. He has a covenant with the people of Kenya. One of the things that we agreed with the people of Kenya is that there will be no brutal evictions at night. When President William Ruto hired Japheth Koome as IG, he made it very clear to him on what had been agreed on with the people of Kenya. And before he took the job, he agreed that the policies that had been agreed on in matters policing